Hello. 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 It is Tuesday. Who would have thought? Yesterday was Monday, today is Tuesday. Oh, that was mine. I'm sorry, hold on. And we have finally reached the moment. We have reached the moment, okay? The moment that we've all been waiting for. Maybe you less than me, maybe more. Probably less because I've been working on this the whole time. But we finally reached the action shots. Who would have thought that we ever get there? Welcome Cream Reel, welcome Blenderizer, welcome Toril, welcome Goosey, welcome Dean. Hope you have a good day. Let's switch to this. There you go. See, I also not only worked more on this, I also worked on remodeling my hair. There you go. Let me show you what I've done yesterday. Not really too much, I guess. Well, I've actually played around with the first VFX in any shots, which I can show you. Now that we finally reached the action shots, we can actually use some of my VFX that I've created to make them even better and spicy, right? We need some spice in them. Let me show you what I've done yesterday. It's of course, so far, we've changed the course now a little bit. I want to first create all the scenes, only 3D animating them, and I'm gonna paint over them later, so I can make sure that, you know, the pacing and all that looks good before I finish the scene, because, you know, if the pacing doesn't look good, and then everything is already perfect, and you know, everything's already over painted and fixed, and I change something, all of a sudden, you know, I need to overpaint again, which of course nobody wants to do, especially me, right? So, I've decided that we're gonna start only creating the 3D animation, or like a block out of it, to see, you know, the pacing and stuff, and then afterwards we can go into the overpainting, the fixing, I guess. So we stream, learning a lot, trying to get more into hand animation. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm happy that it helps you. Hand animation, you mean with grease pencil, or do you mean with something else? Maybe with a good old flip book? No, is that called a flip book? The one where you just, you know, like flip through, I guess. Yes. So, yeah, let me show you the last scene from yesterday. Or so, actually, have I rendered? I did. So I have also rendered the scene that we've created yesterday together, where we added, I guess we've added the first few VFX, which is just like a whoosh effect of, you know, like motion blur basically. We haven't really fully finished this one yet with the, you know, in terms of VFX, just because it's a bit, yeah, I guess I just need to think about it more, but this is what it looks like right now, you know, Deadpool getting ready to shoot. I also figured out why there's like a huge difference between the line and the texture. I've added a new modifier which kind of, you know, keeps the deformations a bit better when he raises his arms, and unfortunately I can't apply that to the line art. That's why it looks like this. So this is kind of a, yeah, that's why I can just remove it and then it should be fine. But of course you can see now. Let's play it again. It looks like this. So he, you know, ready to aim and shoot his gun, and then the next one that I made is this one with Wolverine getting ready, right? I actually forgot for this animation to remove the interpolation that I've added, the automatic interpolation, so it's just very smooth. Of course it would be a bit choppier, I guess, but this is the first shot where I actually used my VFX, I guess, procedural VFX that I've made. So let me just show you. Also, you just keep in mind, he at some point disappears in this animation, okay? Like, whatever. Let me just show you and then I can explain, okay? So he's getting ready to pounce. Boom. Right, and then the ground shatters open because he's so fast running forward. So he, right now, of course, he basically just, you know, disappears because he's going to be replaced by like a quick silhouette of, you know, him starting, you know, running forward. Kind of similar to this right here. Hold on, let me show you. Let me see if I can find it. Right here, this. Oh, it's kind of hard to see. Do I have? Oh, I do have it. Hold on, let me show you frame by frame what I mean. Where is it? There it is. Okay, here it is. So this shot right here, basically kind of recreating this, like this insane speed of him, right? You can see it here. Him floating up and then he's gone. Boom, right? And the way that this is created is basically, you know, him being there and then all of a sudden, him being there, and then all of a sudden, him not being there, and basically just having this little silhouette here that then also disappears, and then you have like these after images, I guess. And then you afterwards have the explosion. That's kind of the idea for that shot. So of course, you know, I can't really use this model to create these after images. I just have to paint them. That's why there's nothing right now. But, you know, to kind of also recreate, I guess, this sort of explosion, I've used these kind of cube-like debris blocks and this cloud kind of show that he's running forward. I think I can make it more obvious that he's running forward. I haven't really thought about what I could do there yet, but I think maybe it also gets more obvious when I actually, you know, create the next shot, which is what we're going to do today. Yeah, but I actually, yeah, I couldn't help myself in adding another shot in between. But I guess, yeah, well, I hope I can restrain myself more from now on in adding more shots than what I've already planned. But we'll see how that turns out, I guess. Yeah. Welcome, Throned. Love those speed lines. Oh yeah, the ones in the Deadpool thing, yeah. I think they help a lot, but I need to fine tune them a bit. Want to know how to sculpt or build up your hands? Usually what I do is I just don't. I just hate sculpting hands, but if I have to, I usually sculpt with like subdivided cubes, usually like the middle, like the palm right here first, you know, kind of this shape that you see for a hand. And then I use another subdivided cube to create all the fingers and put them basically on top of here, right, on top of the palm. And then for the thumb I do the same. And then I merge them all together, remesh, and then I sculpt basically. Sometimes what I also do is instead of immediately joining them together, I also go in and apply these subdivisions so I can sculpt the pieces individually to give them more detail before I join them together. But that's basically what I do. Also something big to keep in mind, oftentimes in the beginning people like to draw their hands when they create like a base mesh, or like a, you know, when they want to sculpt the hand, they make the hand like perfectly flat, kind of like this, right? There you go. Well, that's not really actually what a hand looks like if you just relax them. You know, first of all, the hands have like a certain, the fingers point in different directions, but also the thumb, if you just hold it, you know, straight into the camera, you can see that the thumb, first of all, is lower, right? It's lower than the other fingers. It is also at a approximately or almost 90-degree rotation to the other fingers. You can see how like the, you know, the fingertips point, I mean the fingernail basically points upwards, or like, you know, looking at the finger, it's on the top of the finger. And if you were to apply that to the thumb as well, we would have to rotate the hand basically 90 degrees so that the fingernail of the thumb also points upwards. That's two important things to keep in mind when you create your hand. Built did sound design with some of his fights, yeah. One Punch Man mentioned, yeah, he's one of that one is one of the main inspirations in terms of like style and like how I wanna, yeah, in terms of like the animation style, I guess. Welcome, Mr. Philipper. Hope you have a good day. Good morning. Okay, so this shot is going to be, let me show you the main inspiration, which is probably going to, ours, or you know, this one is going to look very similar to this right here. Boom, 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 right? This zigzag forward momentum, right? Like this zigzag, whatever you want to call it, like sprint. I painted it, or I sketched it out in my storyboard. This one is actually in my storyboard, believe it or not. It looks like this right here, right? So at first I thought of course I didn't think of the extra scene that I've added where he already started sprinting. So in this next shot, he is actually not just standing and then charging forward, he's already sprinting. So yeah, but it's still gonna be like this zigzag pattern. I think I still want to make it so that he actually breaks up the floor and there's like debris coming up. I haven't really thought about how to do that yet properly, but I guess we'll get there. Yeah. Also, I haven't really fully thought about what I wanna, like, the Marvel characters all have very, or like, if you compare like Marvel fights versus anime fights, anime fights likes to give people, even though they might just be like people that punch a lot, they like to give them like extra like visual effects, like, you know, him for example. I've actually not watched what's it called again, My Hero Academia, but they like to give their characters like these extra things. Like, for example, I saw another one. Let's see if I can find it here. Wait, it's just 1 hour, right? Like Zoro, for example, likes to have like fire around his swords, even though he's basically just, you know, using his swords. There's just all of a sudden just magic around it. So they like to add some spice to, you know, their characters. For him, they've added thunder, I guess. Maybe that's just his power. I don't know. I can't tell you whether it is or not. This one here, we have thunder again. This one's okay. So his thing seems to be like thunder. Then some other, you know, we have like these weird sparks and these weird energies floating around. So you always have like these extra little bits that enhance the look of somebody's moves, right? I don't really know exactly what I want to do for Wolverine yet. I don't really know if I want to use thunder as well, like yellow thunder, because that's kind of weird. That looks more like the Flash. So I'm kind of thinking what I would do. I thought about like doing it similar to, maybe it's gonna be similar to, you know, the Avatar anime. I think it's an anime, with like airbending, where it's more like airy attacks of him basically, you know, basically cutting through air and then, you know, looking somewhat like that. I don't exactly know, but that might be like an idea that I had. Maybe there's something else that could be cool, but yeah, kind of maybe like this, similar, where it's this airy attack. Well, this is now an explosion, but you get what I mean. Hopefully. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that yet fully, but I guess we're here now and we can figure it out together. Yeah. See, like this, just like this black, this black mass that is glowing green. Like, what is that supposed to be? But you know, it's just magic, I guess. It's just, you know, that little spice that makes it more interesting. Or like this thing here, this weird blobby thing. This kind of magic. Yeah. So I think we can find something cool. Let's actually see. Hold on. So I thought about like void magic, which is kind of like, because when he's cutting through, he's cutting so fast that there's like a void behind his attacks. Like, right? Oh, there's like not a void, like he's pushing the air so fast that behind his attack is I guess like an air void, similar to like in space, right? Where you have like no air, because it hasn't caught up to the free space that is behind his attack. But I don't know if void space fits that well because it's so dark. Maybe something different. I haven't really thought of it too much yet. Oh, something that I've seen, which could work quite well, is that his attacks, or like in the wiki, like a Marvel wiki or something, there's a mention of when he gets like super angry, his blood or something like about him, like when he gets like in a rage, his blood starts boiling or something, and his blades start to glow red. So maybe it could be like a fiery, like a, what would you call it, like a smithing like glow, metal glow, metal heat glow, kind of like this, right? I don't know how to apply that to his body or to like effects, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go over here and begin. Welcome, Raz. Hope you have a good day. Missed the stream yesterday, but I watched the replay and I kind of hooked as usual. Thank you, I appreciate it. Pidgear, welcome. Welcome, Lube. Yeah, we're looking through some ideas for this next shot. Welcome, Juan. Hope you have a good day. Yellow fog. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if I like his suit as the color that his attacks are also are. I think it might be better if we actually make it blue so that we have like this contrast between, well, his suit is also blue. Yeah, we'll see. Black hole. Yeah, I don't know if I don't want to make it too dark because then it looks like it's like dark magic, which could also be weird. Maybe something similar to this. Well, this is also thunder, but it's kind of like a mix between yellow and blue. We'll see. We will see. Did you get a haircut? Yes, it did, indeed. Loved the Elden Ring chess video. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Okay, so let's begin with this one. I don't know if I want to use the base floor. Probably, but we'll see. So let me make this a bit quieter. Okay. So, I want to make once again one of this the idea of like a tilted shot for the camera is so that the appearance is that he's kind of either running upwards or downwards. In my sketch, I guess he runs kind of upwards. It kind of looks like, because you know it looks like the slope is going upwards if you look at the horizon line. So if he runs closer, closer to camera, it also looks kind of like he's running upwards. I kind of did it the other way here, as if he's running downwards. And I think I want to keep that effect to give him like more energy and more power in the forward momentum. Meaning that I probably want to, grab this. Let me see what it looks like. Oh, rendering. I would probably want to do it the other way, so that the camera is tilted. I guess no, it could be tilted the same way, but he wouldn't start from the right of the screen. He would start from the left of the screen. Yeah. So let's just set up the basic layout and then go from there. Also, I don't even know if I want to use. Yeah, we'll see about the focal length. Let's first kind of set up this. So the thing about focal length, of course, is always that the camera, the bigger the focal length, the flatter an image looks. So basically, what's it called? The orthographic view. So the one where you see everything basically flat like this, right? This is basically an infinite high focal length, right? If I would increase the focal length on the camera more, it would get closer and closer to orthographic. Also meaning that the floor looks flatter and flatter. So if I look at this and I lower the camera now, you can see like it looks pretty close, the edge of the world, I guess, to him. But if you look in the world right now, right, this in the viewport, which has a focal length of 50, it is like way further away. So I think for this shot to really show like the distance that he's traveling, I want to actually decrease the focal length of the camera, maybe even to something like 30 to really highlight like how long or like how much distance he's traveling in like a short amount of time. kind of like this maybe. He can also be quite small. And then if we tilt this, of course, we can do this. And then let me just show you what it would look like now if we would just actually, let's hide him. And bring in a good old sphere. That's what a sphere. A sphere. There you go. Actually, let me bring it in here. Okay, we have a sphere right here. Okay, and then let's just let it travel all the way from back there. Ooh, to here. Maybe it's not easy to see. But this, of course, looks like it's traveling much more than if you, for example, were to set this to 80. We also have to change this. And if I now move the ball, you can see it looks like it's traveling much less, just because of how the focal length, you know, changes the image, or changes the perspective. Wait a second. Welcome, hi. Hope you have a good day. Yes. So, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna maybe even we could of course set it to 5 too, but that's maybe even. Oh, hold on. Well, it's maybe that's a bit too much. You can almost see like the whole environment like this, like fish. Look at the distortion on the right. Look at this circle. Oh my god. Hold on, I want to check something real quick. Is that... No, that's not the one. Okay. Hold on, I need to check something real quick. What's it called? Okay. Ah, okay. Let me check something real quick. Okay. I think I said that now 3 times. Yeah, but so you can see the stretching is like crazy, but of course if we may rein it in again, you know, as we always do, make it really extreme and then go back to something acceptable, I think we can find a good focal length. Maybe 30 is probably pretty good. Gives us a good bend. Not too much, but also shows like how far something is traveling, which is really, really nice. Where is it? There it is. Ooh. And then it would look kind of like this. You wouldn't see him, so I don't even think I need his model. Since he's moving so fast, I kind of want to make it like this energy ball or like this after image of him. Since that is kind of the idea, Deadpool doesn't see him really because he's so fast. And so, I don't want him to be there in the camera or make him very visible in the camera either. So, I don't actually think I need his model, but we'll get there when we get there. Welcome, Zach. Hope you also have a good day. Must be pretty early for you. It's 12 AM for me. I guess it's either very late for you or very, very early. Wait. Yeah, it must be. It's like 8 hours late. No, it's 8 hours later, roughly. So that's not too bad, I guess. 20. It's late in the evening. In the morning? Okay, never mind. Maybe it's actually in the morning. Okay, so... Yes. Oh, I wanted to check something real quick, and then we can begin. I thought about... I did it before. I don't know if I want to do it again. But I thought about... probably I want to... Maybe I'll do it again. But... I'm just rambling right now. I might clip some of the things that I say on stream and just turn them into shorts or something like that. It's, of course, you know, another thing... more work, but it might be, you know, something worth doing. I've done it before and it was pretty good, and yeah, maybe I'll do it again. I just wanted to test whether my clipping thing works. Apparently not. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe I just save it in a weird spot. Oh, what is this? No idea. No, it should be in here, but it's not. Is it? If it is... Oh. Wait, is that... No, it's not. Damn it. I can't see it. Let me just check my recordings real quick and then we can begin. Okay, let me try it again. I think it should be the pause button. I think maybe I haven't pushed it. Oh, I know why, because there's no replay buffer. 13:25, nice. 1 hour past me. What is happening in an hour? Tell me. Tell me before I'm there. 6 a.m. Oh, goddamn. I'm from Germany. Okay. There you go. Let me test it again. Oh, I guess I need to wait a bit. But yeah, so... Yeah. The camera tilt and the focal length can really drastically change how movement of a character is perceived, right? And so for this one, we're going to just, make it quite shallow and then also make it quite tilted so that it looks like the ball is actually rolling downhill, even though that is basically just screen space. In world space, it's just moving along a flat plane. In screen space, it looks like it's rolling downhill just because of how we tilted the camera. Let me test it again. Yes, this time it worked. Nice. Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah, so let's get into it. So I'm not quite sure what I want to use for his body. I might actually just do it without a body, right? Maybe there's just like a shockwave moving towards the character. Maybe it's kind of similar to how I did this shot, where I basically just made it so, when he's gone, or like after him, we see like these big explosions. Boom. Like the ground is being torn up. Maybe we could kind of use that as like showing where he is. Yeah, let's see. I could see... I think what I want to do... Oh, that could be cool. What if it's like this? Let me show you what I mean. What if it's, we're in the shot right here, and then you see explosion here because that's kind of calling back to what we've seen here, right? To this kind of shot. Like this is what you see on the left, right here, and then you see like a zip, something zip to the right. Then you see another explosion like that on the right, zip to the left, explosion, and then zip to the right again to show another explosion. I'm kind of thinking how many zips I actually want to have, because I don't want to have too many. I think 3 is fine, like dip dip dip, rather than dip 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 dip. No, dip 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 dip. I think 5 is too much. I think 3 is pretty good. Also, yeah. So let's first just, I guess, use the sphere to kind of time how the zips would be, how the jumps would be, and then we can go ahead and create the effects, and then we can figure out what's going to be in between those, kind of weird explosions. Thank you, Hado. Yeah, so let's see. Something that I probably want to do to really highlight that if you have something really important that you always have to keep in mind when you create an animation, especially if it's like an action animation, is that the shots kind of lead into each other. You can either do it by in which direction, for example, a character is moving. So for example, if a character like this, right, is moving to the right here, he's moving to the right. It might not be as visible right now, but I'll make it more visible later, right? You can then expect the next shot to go from left to right again. Or something else what you can do is if a character, for example, in one shot is, for example, I don't know, if the ball work, for example, is in this shot right here, and then the next shot happens and the ball all of a sudden is on the right side, that is kind of confusing and makes it harder to see, especially like shots with quick movements and with quick cuts. it's hard to kind of keep track of what is actually happening because you have to always find the focus point. So something you always want to do is make sure that the person exactly knows where they're supposed to look at. For this shot, after he started running, right? I think what I want to do to really, show where he is in the next shot. Oh, oops, I just closed my window. I probably want to start this shot quite slow and really make it clear that the ball right here, for example, is in the top left corner and you're supposed to look in the top left corner. There isn't much going on here, so something maybe I want to do is just slow down the beginning a little bit so that it starts slow and then it speeds up later. So it starts slow. So you see that there's like a small movement on the left. Usually you're drawn to movement in shots if everything else is slow. And then you do this, and then it speeds up. I think that's what I want to do to really highlight where you're supposed to look from one cut to the other. Yeah. Let's see what that would look like. Also, I probably want to, which is going to be a bit weird. Can you create a shift in a camera? Because I want to kind of zoom in to the left a little bit and then zoom out as the animation goes to also make it a bit clearer that we're looking at the top left. Let's see. I could just do it with the focus point, right? Just move it over there, but then that also changes the rotation. I could just animate the camera, or I want to see if I can shift inside the camera. Oh, I can. Aha. Look at that. So I could just, that's interesting. Look at this. Ooh. Oh, there's a maximum too. Interesting. I basically want to increase the size, right? So I can zoom in like this. The zoom in like this doesn't actually change the perspective as far as I know, or the perspective distortion. So it always stays the same, which is exactly what I want. I just want to zoom in a little bit in this shot, as if I would do it, I guess, in an editing software. And I think I can do that with the camera sensor size, and then also by shifting it up into the side right here. Okay, but let me animate the ball first. So, also probably, no, that doesn't matter. Okay. Something I want to first do is I thought about how I want to kind of estimate where the ball would land in each direction change, but I guess I can just see it in the camera view down here. There you go. So let's see. First of all, we start, right? Starting is pretty important, and then we have probably like a, let's see. I think like 12 seconds is pretty good, just to kind of show like a slow movement here. You can see if it's very far away, you have to move quite a lot to actually see movement, and then it starts to really jump forward. Let's see. So this could probably even be like 1, 2, 3, 4 frames moving to the right. Boom. Okay, this is the next shot, and then 1, 2, 3. Hold on, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one. Boom. Okay. And then the next one is probably actually going to be past the camera. Like, I guess here. Just to see it. Or maybe here. There you go. No, we're going to put it right here so that there's an explosion right next to the camera leading into the next shot. Okay, so what does it look like? Oh, I need to probably, for this one I want to just use probably Bezier just to see it. There you go, that looks pretty good. See how it slowly starts? Also, why is it moving weirdly? Why is it doing this curve? I guess because I used Bezier. Let's see it again. Let's just use linear, I guess. Yeah, like this. I'm not sure if it's like too slow in the beginning. Let's see it again. Let me see it in here. Hold on. Okay. I might actually move the ball further back, or just, I guess I can just also move the camera change the focal length. Hold on. If you see like in full screen, I think it's fine. We could maybe, actually we're gonna bring it back. No, we're gonna change the focal length even more. I think we can use a bit more. It's quite big still in the shot. I want to really highlight that it's like very far away in the beginning of the shot and then very, very far, very close at the end. So maybe 20 is even better, like this. Yes, and then we can change the positions again. Welcome, Clarissa. Hope you have a good day. What is that? Is that sheltering? I don't know what that is. Unfortunately, in my chat, hold on, let me show you. I have like a little chat window in my OBS. There you go. OBSception in a second. Oh, you can't see my OBS. Hold on, let me do a screenshot, if that's possible. I can't. It's hidden every time. I just have a little, you know, like a little chat box in my OBS. And unfortunately, the YouTube emojis are invisible in there. It just shows you what you would have to type in to type them. Yeah, so I don't really know what sheltering is. But welcome Faker. Hope you have a good day too. So yes, let's move this over here. What if we just do it in camera, because that's kind of where we're playing with this. So he starts from the horizon like this. Okay. Like this, right here. And then move forward. I should probably change this. Okay. He moves kind of like to here maybe, right? Ta-da! And then... So this one needs to... Let's just change all of them. Boom. I think this one's fine because it's supposed to be kind of a... Let me see if I can draw it. Kind of like a forward momentum, but getting closer. So I think having like a movement that is kind of in this box would work quite well to bring it closer. If he moves like all the way over here, that's kind of unnecessary. I think if you keep it kind of like this, I think it's going to be good. So this is fine. Then, boom, boom, probably even more like here. And then boom, right here. Okay, this. So it looks like this. Yes, it actually is quite slow. So I'm probably gonna, maybe even like 2 frames could be enough to really make it fast. We'll see. That's maybe a bit too fast. Maybe 3 frames, which is kind of weird, but I guess we can just do 3. Also maybe, actually no, it might be good to do 4. Because that's when the explosion happens. Not when you can't really see the ball move really, because it's just like an instant movement. In my head, at least. I think this is fine. Yeah, we're gonna get to optimizing the pacing as we go. So, let me see. So, here's the cool thing about my VFX. Let me show you what the cool thing is. Oh, also something annoying, if you ever leave your camera like this, right? The camera's tilted, and then you leave the camera by moving the viewport camera, right? Like this, you get out of it like that. Your viewport is also tilted, which is really annoying. You could say it's tilting. So what you could do is just, but how you can fix that is just by pressing orthographic view, because that brings you back to the normal straight look. I don't know if there's another way to fix it, maybe, but that's the easiest way that I found. Yeah, there you go. Otherwise, you're always tilted like this, and then you're wondering like, why is everything tilted? But it's not the world, it's just your camera. Yeah, there you go. So, ta-da. Okay. I think I also probably, I wonder if I want to change the grid on the ground. Actually, no, it's fine. It's just supposed to kind of show like the perspective, and I think this perspective is pretty good. Now we need the procedural VFX. Maybe you could set the last position right in front of the camera. I don't want to put it right in front of the camera, because then it kind of, I want to kind of set it to the right to make it a bit more off focus, because it's kind of supposed to signal that, or it kind of gives you the impression that you can't really pinpoint where Wolverine is. If I set it right in the middle, it could be a bit, I think that effect isn't as strong. So I want to have it, yeah, on the sides, basically. Okay, so let me open the previous version. Okay, what is this? Right, there you go. Oh, why did I delete this? I need to open a file. This one. Oh, I changed the name, hold on. So this shot, you know, looking at it, if we looked at it again in the rendered version, the sketch version, I guess. Usually anime scenes, if you look at them, they kind of just consist of multiple layers, right? Because usually if you were to draw an animation, you would also have multiple layers. You have the foreground, sometimes maybe like in this example, for example, I kind of tried to recreate what an anime layout of a scene, for example, could be like. And oftentimes they're a bit cheeky and they actually try to just hide the feet standing on the ground by just putting ground in front of it. So it kind of looks like this. And then what they also like to do is, like, for like VFX and stuff, they put everything in layers as well. So here, for example, what I've done is, for these explosions, there are multiple layers here as well. You have these layers of blocks that are in front of the dust cloud, then you have the dust cloud itself, and then you have the blocks behind the dust cloud. If you look at it in the 3D view, you can see this is what it looks like. Oh, this is what it looks like. We have the camera all the way over here, right? And then we have the first layer, which is right here. You know, or you could even say like 4 layers, I guess. We have these big blocks in the front, which kind of are supposed to show like the ground breaking up. Then we have these debris blocks in the air, right here in the front before the cloud. Then we have the cloud itself, and then we have the big debris blocks in the back. And imitating this kind of layered look is, I think, another important thing to really, you know, show that is anime, I guess, since it's kind of very iconic or very, very much used in anime shots. So if you want to, you know, recreate anime in 3D, for example, it's also important to recreate that kind of layout in 3D as well. Yeah, and something always to keep in mind is, as long as it looks good in the camera view, you know, that's all that matters. It doesn't really matter what it looks like in camera view. All that matters is what it looks like in the screen view, basically, in the camera's perspective. But basically what I've done here, just to kind of break it up, right? I just switched from one to the other. Oh, let me go here. It's kind of laggy, this scene. I basically just, let's see where the explosion actually happens. Maybe I should hide. Let me. Oh, it's actually subdivision 0. Okay, I guess it's just very, very laggy in itself. Maybe the clouds are a lot of geometry, even though they should just be instances. You can see all I did basically to create this explosion is just replace this ground with those blocks by just moving one up and one down. There you go. And kind of matching the ground can kind of, you know, kind of show you that it's supposed to replace it, I guess. Or supposed to be the ground. So yeah, next up, we can do that in the next shot. Of course, all I need now is basically some of these blocks right here, so I can use them in the next shot too. Yes, copy. And paste. There you go. Okay, so there it is, quite small. And the way I did it is basically, so this is a procedural setup, right? I can show you how it works in a second. These are the blocks that are being used here, which are in this collection. And then we don't need this right now. Let me actually create a new collection here, and let's call it VFX. Put all of these in there. Oops. Okay. So this is a procedural sort of debris setup. I've used it, you can use it in different ways. The way this basically works is that you have the pivot point, which is this, you know, this orange dot right here. And if I change, and if I then draw a path, it basically ejects those debris on the path basically away from the origin point. So if I were to, for example, draw another one right here, let's just draw one. Oh, let me do this. Okay, and then draw it on the cursor, right? If I do this, we have a new curve right there, and you can see it creates more of these debris. And I actually adjusted it a little bit. This isn't the default look or the default settings, but it should by default move away from the cursor. But in this way, I also set it up so that you can actually change the direction that it's flying to. And the direction that it's flying is basically, you know, these lines. So if I go in here and I use the sequence right here, you can see, woo, they follow this. They follow the, you know, the lines. If I change the lines, for example, I can change the flight height. So usually I don't want them to just raise, right? I want them to, for example, have an arch. You can give them an arch like this. They also rotate it with a custom rotation so that they're flying upwards instead of just sideways. But yeah, this is the setup for the blocks basically. I want to change it a little bit so that it looks more like an outwards explosion rather than like a sideways explosion. So I actually want to just, do I want to remove these? No, I would just want to delete some of the points. So it's easier to adjust. So what I basically want to create is something that looks a little bit, in terms of like an explosion, right? That looks a little bit like you have the explosion point right here, right? And then since he's moving from here to here, the direction changes very quickly. So what I kind of want to create is an explosion that kind of looks like, you know, like this. So that it's going like directional in the direction that he moves away from. To kind of show, you know, how fast he's moving in the other direction. So I want to kind of make the blocks, you know, explode out in one direction. So let's see how we can do that. First of all, I want to, oh, I guess we could just do it this way. Hold on. What if we just, oh god. What if we do this? I've added like a random spread to this too, which we actually probably don't, maybe remove it for now. We can add it again later. Scattering, there you go. So now it's all on the same line. Okay, there you go. So if you place this around the cursor, kind of. Kind of in like a U shape, for example, like this. I can make sure that they're all on the same plane. Good. They're already on the same plane, good. And now I need to adjust the trajectory because the trajectory looks kind of okay, right? Like it's supposed to kind of look like this, but I think it can be a bit better if we remove the custom rotation, because then you can see it moves away from the middle point. And if we now move this a bit higher, we can also raise this a bit. Ta-da! That's kind of the idea. And if we scale it down, I guess, hold on, like this. And then you raise it even higher. Ta-da! We have this kind of explosion. And if we, let's see what it looks like. Let me actually remove the keyframes here. Ooh. It's not perfect yet, but we'll get there. Another cool setting is the gradual increase. Let me show you what I mean. There it is. Gradual scale increase. I added like a setting where the closer a curve point basically is to the middle, to the, you know, to the pivot, the closer, the shorter the distance is. You can see like the lines right here, the trajectory lines, how long they fly on each curve, right? And if I decrease this, you can see all are have the same length. But here, if I do this, you can see they're shorter the closer they are to the midpoint. Or it might also be the closer they are to the end of the curve, end and beginning. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while since I made this. So if I rotate this, it should... It doesn't want to be rotated for some reason. Hello? Why can I not rotate the curve? Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, you can see. If I do this, for example, we can create kind of like this fan shape. What if we bring this out even more? I want to really highlight... I want to make it less round. Can I make this... Can I change only this control point? Oh, I have an idea. What if we change all of these to vector? Is it vector? No. Hold on. Handle type. It should be vector. Maybe I need to change the make segment. No. Hold on. I want to make them like have sharp corners, because if you see, if I remove this modifier, you can see it's just like a round shape. I want it to be quite sharp in some areas. So let me see if I can do that. I think one way you could do it is just by removing 2 or 3 points, but that's not really the idea. I want to have them all sharp. Oh, curve, right? Is it curve? We want to use a NURBS? No. Poly. There you go. Is that the right one? Yes. So now we can make it sharp. I want to move this out. And then create another subdivision here. Kind of create this. Maybe. We'll see what that looks like. And then move this higher. Okay, we need to fix this a bit, but I think it's going in the right direction. Okay. Oh, the big thing, of course, is now that it doesn't... I guess it could still work. I could also just do... So the problem is now, of course, that the lowest, like the side bits here, the lower bits are very low and the high bits are very high. So, you know, the height difference is very big. I guess I could just fix that by duplicating this and using another one like this, right? To fill the space in between. Create kind of like this look. But I'm not sure. I want to see if I can do it with only one. You just won a chess game, never won one in your life. Nice. Good job. I've never played chess myself, but I can imagine that it can be quite a long time until you actually really get it, or, you know, win a game, for example. What happens if we just scale this like this? Ah, look at this. What does this look like? This is cool. Look at this. This is basically what I wanted. Maybe we could just hold on before we actually not this. Just scale it down a bit. Bring it closer, but not 100% close. What does this look like? Kind of like this, I think, is a good shape. I think I also want to use multiple anyway, but let me set up this first and then we can do the other ones. I think I want to increase either the size or the... Let's see. So if I set it up where one of the balls would hit. I mean, where one of the impacts are. Here. No, here. Let's see. Let's just model it where it would be. It's kind of small, but we'll see. Maybe we can make it bigger. There you go. Okay, it's going in the right direction. It's kind of weird how there's like this see-through effect. I think that is because of the material. There's like this setting that we, I think, need to disable, or we just need to disable the, what's it called? The clip start. There you go, fixed, easy. Okay. So, of course, one thing I don't have here is like a control so that these blocks don't go into each other, but I think it's not too bad if they do that. Let's see, so definitely bring this lower. And then something I also want to make sure is that the ground, that you don't really see where the blocks come out of. So I don't want the blocks to be kind of, I guess, clipping into the ground. But we'll get there when we get there. Just really fun when you win, I guess so, now that you've experienced your first win. Okay, yeah, so it's a bit small right now, so I definitely want to increase the explosion radius. I mean the size. I could also maybe increase probably the cube size is a bit small too. So we can change the debris scale a bit. And then increase the distance. Boom, that's pretty good. I think that could scale quite well to the front of the screen too. There you go. And then, unfortunately, I don't have a randomized seed. I might add that. Let me actually put that in my nodes. What's it called? Oh. Add random distribution seed. Okay. So yeah, I can't really like just easily randomly distribute them, but what I can do is just change the amount by like 1, and then it kind of recalibrates or like recalculates. Maybe we want to have more, maybe we want to have less. I kind of feel like we want to have bigger blocks. I guess we could have both. We'll see. Bigger blocks and less debris. Like this, maybe. We could also probably increase the size a bit. Okay. Also, I don't really want the cubes to disappear at the end, which is this setting right here, dissolve debris, so they actually stay. And then they just, you know, disappear if they reach the end, like this. But I kind of like that they get smaller at the top. But I could, no, actually no, that's not. Okay, I think I want to set it up in multiple layers. First layer is big blocks at the bottom. And then further out, you get smaller cubes. So we're going to make this one actually shorter. Kind of like this, right? Then we can duplicate this. I guess we can just scale this out a bit. There you go. Make these, first of all, longer. Oh, wrong one. Longer. But also, change the scale. And also increase the dissolve, use dissolve again. There you go. Also increase the amount. Okay. I probably also want to move it a bit further back. Like this. And then it seems to be a bit low. Let's increase it a bit. I think for this one we can actually, yeah, we can make it steeper. There you go. And all that matters is that it looks good in the end, so we can just place it wherever we want. We could even place it like right here. And as long as it fits, right, this still looks pretty good. It could still work, but I'm going to place it somewhere over here, I think. I'm going to keep it pretty close. Like this is pretty good. Boom. Okay. They had no pieces left. They could have played longer, but they just said, okay, if you win. Well, sometimes, you know, the first win is just a forfeit. Might not be the most fulfilling, but it's still a win. Do you have a setting where the blocks have a long trail? You mean like a smoke trail? I don't have a setting like that for this. It's only, you know, only the projectiles themselves, basically. I don't know if I could add that, maybe, but I haven't really thought about that yet. I want to make this even steeper, I think, and also more pointy. Let me actually... Yeah, make it more pointy like this, right? Ooh, look at this. That's better. Boom. Also, probably more sideways. Like this. Yes. So this is the first one. That looks pretty good. Of course, you need to keep in mind that it will look 10 times better once they actually have, you know, the outlines. But of course, we don't have them right now. So they look kind of weird. But we'll get there. Okay. That's pretty good. Now what I want to do is I want to break up the ground on the, you know, around this, so that it looks like the whole ground gets shadowed, similar to, you know, right here, how the ground gets turned into blocks right here. Boom. You can see here the front, basically the ground. I kind of want to do that here too. Shouldn't be too hard. All I want to do is basically just grab this again and change the curve. I might just draw a new curve. Yeah, let's draw a new one. A circle. Haha, look at this. Cool. Nice. Seems to be a bit low, but that's fine. Just increase it. There you go. Okay, we have some cubes, but they don't look good yet. We'll get there. I also probably want to have, for these ones, I want to have a random rotation. They're not supposed to go away from the middle, because, you know, this doesn't really make sense when you have like a ground shattering and kind of, you know, what's the name for it? Shaking or breaking up. They would rather go upwards. So I want to use a custom rotation and change the rotation. This should be a rotation. It's hard to see because there are so many. Let me change the distance a bit. Okay, so that's the default rotation. You can see the lines right here. I want to go sideways upwards by 90 degrees. Okay. And then I also want to, you could switch this between just it going on forever like this, right? Switch this to also just being like a one-off go. There you go. What I want to have here is just like a one-off, so that all the things spawn at the same time. I also don't want these to dissolve. Unfortunately, the dissolve doesn't apply to the bottom, so they always, you know, just appear like this. But that's fine. We can just, you know, use a later stage, which I'm going to do anyway, because then they're, you know, have a different height, which is important. And then you can see they're a bit close together. So let me increase the size of this. We don't need that many. Actually, I don't know if I want to use a circle. Let me use something else. Let me just draw something. Hold on. What if we... Wait. There you go. Now we can draw. What if we use something like this? Oops, that's the normal curve. Normal annotation pencil. This. Okay. So. What I want to have. So you can see it's kind of weird how it starts in the middle and then it goes, you know, it adds more and more and more and more. The reason for that is that there's a setting so that when there is a curve closer, or when there's like a particle closer to the middle, that's what gets ejected first, and then the rest follows, which of course not what we want to have here. Here it is, start closest to origin point. We just want them all to launch at the same time. There you go. And this is what I want to use for the ground. You can already see it here, how it kind of, you know, breaks up the ground. This is exactly what I want to have here. I just want to, you know, optimize it a bit. I'm going to spread it out a bit more. I also want to change the I have these settings here. These are like optional settings. These are basically for some extra stuff if you want to do like alternative animations. For this, it's actually going to be useful because I want to use the rotation wobble, basically just giving each particle a random rotation, which you can, you know, also animate if you want. If you set this to 1, for example, and see, you can give them like a random wobble, but that's not what I want to do with this. I just want to give them like a random rotation, but very, very small, like 0.1 or 0.2, just so that they are not all perfect. Okay. And I think I want to make them bigger too. Make them like very, very big. Maybe like this. Okay. And this, of course, if you wanted to animate this, which we kind of do, I guess, we can then just increase it, and then you can see they kind of lift too. These wouldn't lift as much, of course, so they can be. This should fit and work quite well. And if we place them in here, it looks kind of like the ground gets broken up. There you go. Boom. I guess we could also align them with the ground, or like with these lines, to make it maybe fit into the idea that it's a grid anyway. Kind of like this, I guess. There you go. Okay. Okay, and then one more thing that I want to add here is some sort of fine dust. Similar to here, right, how I added this cloud. I don't know if I can use the cloud here again, but I guess we can try. We'll see. Let me save this real quick. Okay. Are you going to keep the white ground in all scenes or change it afterwards? I think the idea that I had was to have this white ground, but it gets destroyed more and more and more, so that the environment kind of changes that way. Kind of similar to this scene, I guess. Oops. Where is it? Oh, I actually hit it. I closed it. Let me show you what I mean. I might add some more in the back, just, you know, as like background, make it more interesting, because right now it's just like blue and like a white line. I might do something there, maybe not, we'll see. But the idea for the environment, Jesus, loud, is this. So, you know how they're fighting right here? And, you know, they kind of break up the environment and everything kind of gets broken. If you then look in the aftermath, right? Like, especially like after this punch, I guess this canyon is like, there's like this canyon, but also before they do that, like after the first kind of fight, you see like here how there's like, you know, these craters and like this fire crater, I guess. That's kind of how I want to change the environment slowly but surely. Maybe, we'll see. Probably, we'll see if I can realize that, but that's kind of the idea. That it's like a very clean ground in the beginning, and then it gets broken up more and more and more. Okay. The good thing is I set up the stream in a way where I hear it as loud as you do. Sometimes you can like, you can also set it up where, for example, I can hear the music louder than, you know, you can. But I feel like that's always kind of weird, because then I'm not 100% sure like you know, how you hear everything, and that just makes it kind of weird. I would rather just hear exactly what you hear too, because then it's easier to also, you know, fine tune it. But I guess it just, you know, maybe other people like it the other way more. Okay. So this is the first shattering. Let's see if the clouds work here too. Actually, let me go back to my... No, I'm gonna open that file. I will open the file. This one. Okay. So this cloud is kind of like a smoke trail, it's supposed to be. Let me show you what it looks like. So if I change the sequence, you can see it kind of starts at the beginning and then slowly, you know, grows away from the pivot point once again. But it is I don't know if I can use it here. I'm gonna try it. I think I have another version of this that might work better. We'll see. Yes. Let me copy this. Does that work? Yeah, maybe. This setup for this thing is a bit different, so it might not work. We'll see. There it is. Oh, we have two now. Interesting. What is this? Let me get rid of one of them. Okay, so look at this snail thing. So, it's basically just like an icosphere that has icosphere spawned on it. And if you look at it in rendered view, it is non-existent for some reason. Why? Oh. No. Oh, the opacity isn't controlled right? Is that what it is? It is. Okay, hold on. There you go. So that's what it looks like. It kind of, you know, begins here. And then as you start it. Ooh. I'm gonna change the beginning because it doesn't really spawn in that well. I think it's somewhere over here, this bit. Is it this? Yes. I want this to kind of maybe even not be here. What if I just remove this? I don't think I need it here. Oh, maybe I do. Why? Oh, because of this. Aha, there you go. I think I can just use this without the beginning thing. I have it set up for the end too. Let's see if I find it. There it is. Nope. Dissolve sequence here. That for, you know, for the end, basically when it's supposed to dissolve. If it's like a smoke, for example, or dust, you can use this. You should also change this then, right? The scale to make it a bit more logical. But anyway, we don't need dissolve right now. We need the cloud itself. Let's see if we can use it how I think we can, how we might, how I think maybe we can, maybe, okay? So, okay. We can, this also has a custom wind direction. So you can kind of determine where it's flying to. I guess this, let's see. Let's see. Oh, wind strength is 0, so that means, you know, nothing happens. So I can move it like this, for example. And I think we can use it here. Of course, the higher it goes, the wind changes a bit, right? The higher it goes, the more it gets affected by wind. So that's why it's kind of like this O, like this curve shape. I wonder if we actually need... Oh. I have an idea. I don't know if that's gonna work though. Let's see. First of all, we don't need this curve anymore. I want to have a path. Oh. Okay, a path. There you go. So the idea is that there's not only, you know, these rocks coming out of the ground, but also like fine dust, which is what this is supposed to represent. But right now, of course, the behavior is just that it's kind of creating this line and then it raises. What I would rather have is kind of a shape that looks like this too, where it has like a lot of dust on the ground and then it gets thinner as it goes to the top. And for that, we might actually use it the unintended way. Or hold on, what if we do it this way? I don't think that works. No, that doesn't work, unfortunately. Too bad. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay. I guess what we could just do with this is, let me show you. What if we just create a circle actually for this? For this, a circle might actually work quite well. And then we set the sequence to like this so that we see the whole thing. Maybe not 100% like this, so we can actually still animate it. Okay. But then we use the random direction here to we create like a multi-layered cloud effect so that it kind of goes up like this. Maybe we need to change the scale and stuff, but we'll get there. Okay. Okay, put that in here. Oh, hold on. I have an idea. Hold on. Yes. I think we can keep it here. This as a beginning thing, but it's a bit too big right now. Is there a, yep, there you go, height. I just want to lower the height a bit, put it somewhere in here. And then I want to create like smoke trails and maybe some individual cubes that, you know, fly outwards. I think that could work quite well here. So welcome Dylan, hope you have a good day. We need another object, one more of these, which is annoying because the way this is set up has a little glitch in it, a little bug. I mean, actually, it's not doesn't matter too much. Okay, so what I want to do for this one is a bit different. I don't want to have a circle. I want to actually have a path, which is somewhere in Timbuktu because I need to do this. I want to have a path, right? Because now I want to reduce the height to nothing and then just reduce the sequence as well. And then we get this nice trail. Look at this. Looks a bit weird right now, but I think if we change the cloud amount, we can make it a bit more cloudy like this. And then we can also, yeah, we can use it this way as a trail. Or what we could do, hold on. We could use the height, but instead of doing it this way, we align it with the curve. Hold on. So right now it's pointing away in this direction, of course. No, it doesn't work that way. It could. It could. Okay, hold on. It can do this. So the path goes upwards, right? Look at this. It's already getting there. Okay. Now the wind is different. Right, it's pointing sideways. We don't want that. We want upwards. There you go. And That kind of looks weird. Maybe that does work. Maybe this is fine, actually. I think what I want to change, though, is the... Let me go back to what we had before. I think this was better. I need to change the amount. Distribution we can change so that it looks a bit better. I also probably want to change the... What was it? Oh, size. Which doesn't do anything. Oh, because it's the child size that's so big. That looks better. Look at this. And now... you can see it's a straight line, which is of course a bit weird. So let's change it. If we have like a, you know, projectile, it would have like a certain projectile curve. Except if it's going straight up, I guess. It still would have a curve, but it's just straight. Let's set it like this. There you go. And then put it in here. There you go. Let me change the setting here. Oh, why is it just, oh. Why does the opacity not work? Hold on. Ah, now it does. Okay, yeah, that's the glitch that I mean. The opacity is kind of weird for this, but we'll figure it out. Okay, like this. Now it seems kind of too small. I guess we could just scale it like this. There you go. Actually, I feel like it can be straighter. Like this. And then make it a bit thicker. Maybe we add a few more here. One is a bit weird. This one can be a bit smaller as well. So we can kind of, you know, bring back the shape that we had before with these blocks. I kind of want to probably put this behind the blocks to show them a bit better. Yes. I think this would work better. There you go, and then one more maybe. Here. Okay, it looks kind of weird. Hold on. I think we can adjust this shape here, this cloud, to make it a bit better. Actually, or maybe it just needs to be a bit bigger. A bit thicker, maybe. And then this needs to change slightly. What if we make it smaller? That's getting better. And then of course we need individual cubes here, and then we can see what it looks like. Where's the cube? Oh, there you go. Okay. Why is it so small now? What changed? Oh. Yeah, I need to adjust this a little bit, but it's fine for now. Kind of like this maybe, we'll see. Maybe it's a bit big, but we'll see. Rendering this will take some time, I feel. It's not too bad. You can see I can still, you know, look at this without any lags in the viewport. So it shouldn't be too bad when you render it. You know, because you see, yeah, it's already done. The way this works is basically that these are all instances. So nothing of this, like all the duplicates are copying their geometry from like one object, which makes it much quicker to render. Yeah, so that's why this can be, yeah, why this is quite quick actually. There you go. Looks kind of weird for now, but I don't know what just happened. The clouds just turned into spheres. I'll figure it out later. Okay. Maybe like this kind of. I want to lay out everything first, and then we can animate it one by one. So this, maybe we can even just use this and copy it over to the front here, we'll see. For now, I want to figure out now what these clouds are doing. What are you doing? Inspired me to learn more. I'm trying to participate in the Punisher challenge this month and having really fun so far. Nice. If you want, you can post your work in progress or your final result in the Discord to share it with other people. Actually, I might actually ask if people want to share what they do for the people that participate in the challenge, to just post it in the I made this channel so people can see what other people are doing. Maybe some people want to keep it secret so that other people don't copy it, but that changed. There you go. Maybe some people want to share it. I wish I could. The only thing that I don't have for this is like a scatter thing, but that's kind of not really the point of this effect. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, good. There you go. Doesn't look too bad. Could be better, but that's why we're still working on it. I wonder if they should be shallower. Let's see. Like this. What is this song? Ew, this is better. Also, where's the other cloud? What is happening with this thing? So that's the thing. Some of the controls for this system, for this cloud system, is driven by drivers. Unfortunately, if you duplicate a system, the duplicate copies the driver from the original, so that if you change the original setting, that also changes the duplicate, which is really weird, but that's like one of the bugs that I need to fix at some point. But not right now. Oh, damn it. There you go. I think these sequences changed for some reason. I should probably also do this. And then change the direction. Okay. Lag. Cool. I love it. Ah, there you go. Crash. I'm making a multiple explosions for this shot right now. And once the first one is done, and oh, okay. Oh, right. Hold on. Autosave. Once the first one is done, what? Oh. Which one is it? This one. Once the first one is done, I can move it over to the other ones. Yeah, so right now, so the idea for this shot is basically Wolverine dashing forward in this zigzag pattern, and every time he changes direction, there are like these explosions coming out, right? So we're kind of sketching out the first explosion right now, so we can then copy this over to the other ones too. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Also, I don't know why this changes to whatever it was before. There you go. 0.5. This needs to be 0.52, good. And then I want to rotate this slightly. Okay, that's not really what I want. I guess I need to do this first, and then change the rotation. There you go. Look at it. Oh, right, look at it here. That's pretty good. Maybe a bit weird here with this thing. Actually, it's fine. It's fine. Good. The only thing that I now see is why these are full. Oh, right, because I need to change the shader once again. Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this right now, okay? Because it's annoying me. Yeah, if you're curious what the geometry node system looks like, here you go. If you want to copy it, zip. It's quite long, but it's fairly simple if I were to go through it. But I won't, because it's big. Yeah, it's a pretty good layout for the storyboard. I don't really need it necessarily here, but you know, if I have the space here, why not? So I need opacity. Opacity. And then give me... Oh, yes. Opacity. There you go. Oh, hold on. That's not a color. It is a... float. There you go. Value 1 for default. Perfect. Put that in there. And then we need the opacity in the shader. Get that out of here. Put that in here. Boom. Now this should actually work. Bug fixed. Hopefully. Maybe not. Ah, there you go. Now I can change them all individually. Hold on, I need to go to the door once again. Give me a sec. Okay, there you go. Approximately how fast would Wolverine be traveling to your lore? Probably 200 kilometers per hour. Okay. Love your I made a picture animation with $0 in 60 days. Yeah. Thank you. Have you watched part 2? Or do you only like the first one? Okay. So, now that we have this, I want to see. Oh, I can adjust the opacity now individually. Since all of these have the same nodes, it should have updated automatically. So it works perfect. I want to have this at 0.8. So it's slightly see-through, but not 100%. There you go. Something I also would like to do, but I don't think I can. So the thing with this is, of course, you can see if I check out this right now. Hold on. Another thing that I just noticed is the I think I just need to increase this slightly. See how they changed opacity? Because they were all in the same spot. They the opacity didn't work, which is kind of annoying, but I guess we can fix it this way. And then we can just change the rotation of the clouds so that it goes upwards diagonally, and then that should be fine. There you go. Okay. Boom. Okay, so this should have back face whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the thing is with these, of course, is that the clouds are transparent, which is correct, but if you have one object in front of the other, of course, they create a darker color, as you can see right there. I think it crashed again, never mind. Which is annoying, and I would like that to be different. I think I maybe know a way to do that. We'll see. The reason why that doesn't happen in here, for example, right? These don't have that problem, only if I have another object behind that, is because they're part of the same object. I think maybe if I join all of these together into one object, I could maybe fix that issue. We'll see. We will see when we get there. First I need to fix these clouds. I guess it could be 0.5, that should be fine. Ah. There you go. Okay. And this should be fine too. Good. So, let's see if that works. So the way that I like to join things together, if they're like these weird geometry nodes, is with a cube. Let me show you how that works. I guess I'll just place the cube like here. Merge dust. And the reason why I don't want to have this sort of layered opacity effect is because that I don't think you see that in anime. Usually the clouds are just on one layer, right? And then you have something else on a different layer. So the clouds wouldn't have varying opacity, but they would all have the same opacity. And so I want to kind of achieve that look here too. And you should be able to do that pretty simply with this. So we just go here, we just grab these objects, dust wave VFX, and then we just join them together. If we do this now, you see it just turned into the dust wave. If we change it to relative, it should just replace it on the exact same point. So if we do that with all of these, And then we join them. Oops. Boom and boom. Hopefully it gets more laggy, but also, haha, look at this. It is gone. Perfect. That works. Nice. It is extremely much more laggy. I don't know why, but it is that way. So the next enemy would probably be the scene just crashing because of this, but maybe not. We'll figure it out. But that is fixed now. Perfect. Okay. Hope you have a Blender insurance for those crashes. Yes, it's called autosave. Autosave Incorporated. Has been very reliable so far. It can't usually fix everything, but probably everything up to the last few minutes, and that's good enough for me. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I will not use this until the end. So we're going to use these to visualize the dust and to animate it, but we will not use it to animate it. Wait, yeah, to the render it. There you go. I need one more here actually. Okay. The reason why this might be laggy is because it actually realizes the objects. Oh. Aha, hold on. I might have found the culprit. So this, of course, the system, how the clouds work is that they're basically icospheres. And then on each point of the icosphere, I think, you have new icospheres spawning. But you have like icospheres on icospheres. And of course, you know, with so many here, it gets quite laggy because it's, you know, all of that geometry. But I think, and if you then merge it together in this object, right, it turns it into real geometry. If it's instances, it's not laggy, but if it's, you know, real geometry, it gets laggy. But if we now do this as instance, maybe that actually fixes it. There you go. Wait, what? What does that actually do? Oh, it actually removes the shadow too. Nice. I don't want to have a shadow. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Look at this. We have an explosion. I don't know if I want to add more. Something that I want to figure out now is, I don't know if I have a system for that. It is the transition from one... Actually, no, let's set up the explosion first, and then we can figure out like the connection between them. Since he's moving so fast, there needs to be like a connection, you know, connecting one explosion to the others to see that he's moving from left to right. So I need something to connect them, but I think I want to do the explosion first. Okay. Also, breakfast, important. And water. Okay. So this should all be in this collection now. Perfect. You can't see the collection because it's under me, behind me, but let me show you. There you go. Explosion collection. So I should be able to just copy this now or duplicate it. There you go. And use it somewhere else. Where's the next explosion? I'm not sure. Oh, Oh, there, okay. Boom. Okay. That looks pretty good. Maybe not. Let's do it like this, maybe. Okay. And then... Oh, I think what I want to do... So here's the thing. This explosion now blocks the beginning of the sphere. Like where the sphere begins, as you can see. It is now behind the explosion, which is of course not good. Also, why does this have intrinsic animation in it? That is unacceptable. Whatever. I think what I want to do is I want to place the sphere a bit differently, or maybe change the camera. Hold on. What if we place the camera slightly? No, that doesn't work. Wait. This? No. It all doesn't work. I would like to see the beginning of the... like where the sphere begins, so maybe we need to put it further to the right. Like this could be... Oh, let's go here. What do we need? We need the egg, the Y? No, the X. Yes, okay. We move this over here. There you go. We can actually have an explosion there. Okay. And then this explosion could actually be more to the right. Let's see. So this one could be a bit more here maybe. Just slightly further to the right. And that should work better as a layout. There you go. See, we have the beginning here. Bam. Oh, this also needs to change a bit, but it's fine. Here's the beginning, and then... Oops, what is happening here? Oh. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Okay. So, oh, I guess I can also use this in the back, because the back will always be visible. But, yeah, that's the only real explosion that's missing. Because the sprint to the front right here is gonna be the trail. We'll get there, okay? Let's do the back first. I guess for that we could just use the explosion again. Let's see if that works again. Well, this time back here. Yeah, there you go. That looks pretty good. Where's the sphere? There it is. Okay. So we have the first one, which is this one, right? And then he jumps to the next one. And then to the next one and to the next one. Okay, good. So the scene layout is kind of there. Now what I probably want to do is animate the camera movement because it's quite simple. Also, maybe we could even rotate this even more. Kind of like this. This might work better. Okay. And then, yeah, let's animate this first. So I want to zoom in and I want to save this as the end shot first, which should be probably when the sphere kind of leaves the shot. Kind of like here, probably. Here I want it to end. So this is going to be the end shot. But the beginning, of course, is a bit more zoomed in. Maybe like this. And then focus on the sphere a bit more. You can very easily create a focus point on a certain part of an object if you create a zoom for it. So if you, for example, zoom into the sphere, you immediately set a focus to the middle of the zoom, aka the sphere. And it's also a very, very good editing technique. But yeah, here, if we do this, and then we make it like a linear, for example, we get this nice little expansion of what you see in the shot. And this looks pretty good. Let's see it in this view. Yes, okay. Maybe we could even use a ramping. I think ramping would work quite well here. Of course, the characters would not have interpolation, but the camera can have interpolation because the camera isn't really considered in the animation oftentimes. It's more after you've created the animation, what they oftentimes do, like for example here, if oftentimes animations like this one, they create, or actually let me show you a proper example. Unfortunately, I can't pause this. In this shot right here, for example. There you go. Okay. See how the environment, how it zooms out of the, you know, it's kind of similar to how, you know, it's very similar to what our shot is, right? But they basically, I think what they usually do, that's all just, I don't know, right? I've never asked someone, but it kind of looks like it and kind of makes sense, that they actually draw the whole environment fully zoomed out, and then they add the camera movement afterwards. Because otherwise you would also have to redraw the environment every time, which is of course kind of just like a static object that only really the character moves through. So they just draw or paint, right? Paint the whole environment and then add the camera zoom afterwards to create, you know, a more dynamic scene than just, you know, having no zoom, for example. You can oftentimes see that since, and that's also why the environments oftentimes in anime are much more painterly, and they're actually, you know, drawn much more detailed and with water paint and, you know, much more beautiful than the characters, which are a bit more simplistic, because they don't only really need the environment to paint, they only need to paint the environment once, and then afterwards they can just yeah, let the camera make it look like it is actually moving through the environment. Of course, sometimes you have shots where like stuff is whizzing by the camera. There it might be a bit different, but for like shots like these, and that's why anime oftentimes also likes to use these kind of shots when the environment is very static and only really shown from one perspective. That's why you oftentimes see these kind of shots. Maybe this is kind of the same. See, like the environment doesn't move at all here. All that happens is that, you know, he jumps through it and the camera moves slightly backwards. And you can achieve that by just painting the environment once and then animating it through the camera movement, I guess, or like transforming the image. Welcome, Simon. Hope you have a good day. Okay. So that's kind of what we do here too. We don't move the camera, we just we just zoom and shift. So okay. Next up, we want to animate this. Oh no, we need to create some sort of connection between these explosions, because otherwise it looks kind of weird if there's just nothing in between. So maybe we actually need to look at some inspiration, because I don't know exactly what I want to do. I have an idea, maybe like we create like a line of cracked ground. That could work. But I kind of want to get some inspiration. Let's find some inspiration, okay? Okay. So him, of course, he's just like thunder moving along the ground, really only kind of interacting with it with these lightning strikes hitting the ground, but not really him interacting with it. This one, I don't think they actually have, they just move along it. They don't actually adjust or change the ground. Oh, they have like these wind things. Let me look at... Let me see if we can find some of those, because those could work. I know of one effect. This could work maybe, kind of like this wind tunnel, since he's moving so fast that there's like, I guess, clouds being formed and in like a tunnel shape. I don't really know how I would do that just yet, but we can probably figure it out. What about... Hold on. Yeah, so this could work. I have an idea how we could do this. Another one. Let me see if I can find the scene that I'm thinking of. I guess it would be easier to just look it up on YouTube. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I will find it. Had to leave early yesterday, no problem. Here it is. Watch out for ear destruction. Okay, it was muted. Good. Okay, so for this one, there are a few. So they move quite fast, of course, here in this fight. So I'm curious how they do it here. Here, of course, they kind of just, you know, they're kind of in the. Okay, yeah, we have some small thunder stuff here. We have this kind of trail following the Boros. Like this, right? So this could be interesting. I could paint that in with grease pencil. That's another thing to keep in mind. Not all of this has to be 3D VFX, but of course it would be cool if most of it is, because that just saves time. Of course the blocks just make sense that they are, right? But yeah, so we could have some like lines. That could be cool. And then we have thunder. Line. Okay, I think we can skip a bit of this. Here he is also still lining. Fighting. And then there's one part right here. Wait, is it here maybe? No, this one is just... Let's see. This one, he's just appearing behind him like this. It's kind of cool how they create this sort of, what would you, like this supersonic effect where he's like there and then he's gone again, and then he's there again. It's really effective in the actual shot, but it feels kind of weird animating it this way, but it works, right? How it kind of like appears, disappears. It kind of just works. I don't know why. Okay, blah blah blah. Blah blah loop. Yeah, we also have an effect like this, so this is actually going to be pretty useful for that shot. The regrow effect. We have that in our animation too. So I'm curious how we're gonna do it there, but we'll figure it out later. Okay, it's a problem for later. Blah blah blah. Okay, so here it is. He lunges forward. Right, he prepares. I don't even know if you can see it. And then, boom. Boom. I don't know if he shows anything behind him. Yeah, it just turns into the streaks. Yeah, we have some more lines here. So I guess they use lines right here, which could work quite well. Like, you see how fast they're moving and how they're, you know, moving along this environment. You can see once again here as well, the layering effect. We have a layer right here, then we have a layer right here. But these actually, no. So you can see actually this, how this rotation effect here is created as well by just moving these layers along in different intervals. Like this one moves quite fast. This one doesn't move as fast. This one moves a bit faster because the middle of like a rotation, of course, rotates very slowly, whereas the outside would rotate quite quickly. There you go. Okay. So the line could be interesting. I wonder if there's any more lines. And then here we have the circular explosion of shockwave, I guess. And then there's no line here. Oh, another line. Okay. So lines could be another one. Let's look for maybe one more. So with lightning, we have a line. And then I guess the other line was a bit different, you know, it's not just like a straight line, it's just like this zigzaggy line, because that one could work quite well. And then it stays there after he's gone and just slowly dissipates. That could be cool. I guess that would be easier to do through grease pencil than some procedural effect. Let's go. Oh, let's look at this fight again. Hold on. Where is it? I closed it again. Why? This one. No, this one. Okay. So here, let's see how they do it here, because they also, you know, move quickly. Who would have thought? Here they also use lines. So do they? So we have this effect, of course. And then this. Yeah, here we have like these trails. Which are kind of, I guess, also lines, but, you know, like clouds instead of energy. More lines. Okay, I feel like lines are pretty common. Oh, here you can also see that kind of explosion that we have for ours too. Except this one is circular instead of going in one direction. Let me show you. Come on, how far down? There you go. Like this circular explosion with these rocks coming up. But of course ours isn't circular, it's yeah, in one direction. And here you can see it once again, how they first drew the environment and then they just use the camera to rotate it and add the effects on top. It's here too, they just pan across this environment painting and add the VFX afterwards on top. You can oftentimes see that if you look at, like, I remember one scene exactly. Back in the day when I watched cartoons, right, like SpongeBob, for example, you can also oftentimes see when there's like a thing they interact with in the environment, that object is oftentimes like has a much different style than the actual, you know, other environment. Since, you know, when they interact with it, they don't want to paint it the same way, right? Or they don't want to paint it with the environment style, because that doesn't look kind of weird. So there was one scene where Gary is like, you know, where he's the librarian, and SpongeBob finds out like about Gary's secret life, and then, you know, Gary goes to this library shelf, and there's like this one book that is like cartoon style, and the rest is just like perfectly drawn watercolor, and you know exactly that it's gonna that he's gonna pull out that book out of the shelf. Yeah, just because of the style that it has. And here you can see, and then once it's not actually animated, or like, you know, extremely animated, I guess, they water paint these things instead of just using the same color that they used before, or the same style, the gouache style, I guess. Okay. So we basically have like these cloud lines. We also have the other lines, and we have this kind of zigzag, or like this sketchy line. Let's see. I'm curious if I can create an effect like that with shaders. I'm also curious if I want to fiddle around with that right now. I don't know. It seems quite annoying. Welcome, Piyush. Hope you have a good day. First, yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is grease pencil it to make my life a bit easier. And not have to figure out like how to create a procedural effect like that. Actually, hold on, there's one effect that could work here, just to sketch it out before we change it to the grease pencil. Do we need any of this? I guess we can keep it. We will keep it. Let me show you which one that is. It is in my VFX collection. Please see me. Welcome, Beth. Okay. So, procedural anime VFX. There it is. So, here we have the Wind Streak VFX. This one, or Wind Streak VFX 2. I think this one doesn't work as well. It could maybe work, but I don't think it's going to be as useful in this scene. Right, just gonna do this kind of, right? I don't think that's gonna be as useful. The other one might be more useful. This one. Ooh. Maybe like a slow movement could work. We could also add a slight wiggle to it. Oh, there you go. Ooh. The only thing that I would like this to be is always be different on each frame, but not too different. I don't know if I can do that. Oh, this is cool. What if it begins like this? Like very detailed like this? But then it trails off and gets simpler and simpler. And then at some point it just disappears. Because you can also change the line parting, which apparently doesn't work here right now. See, we can just make it thin. This could work. What does this look like? Oh, look at this. Ah, maybe this could work. I guess we just have to test it out, but it's promising. We also have this frequency, add more waviness. Zip. Ooh. Noise scale. Doesn't really do much. Oh, I think we can work with this. I'm gonna try it and see what we can do. What this gives. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I was wondering, what 3D animation hardware are you using for your cool and awesome animation project? Since I'm going to an animation school, you mean animation hardware in terms of what my PC has in it? If that's the case, you can check the description. There should be all of that in the description. I couldn't tell you myself because it's I haven't customized it myself. Also, recently I learned about the Intel debacle. I don't know if you've heard it. With the, what is it? Let me actually just add a new plane. Where the new processors have some sort of issue where they slowly burn out or, like, you know, break. And it started with the 13th Intel processor generation. I checked today and I have the 12th the 12th generation. So I barely scrape by and don't have to worry about my PC, hopefully not breaking because of some production error. Okay. Yeah. I guess you also need Blender. Okay, let's look at this. Oh, shadow? I don't want a shadow. I don't need a shadow. Look at this. Actually, it's not too complex. Let me go here. Let's set this to blended. And now it is perfectly blended. Splendid blended. Now we also wanna change the... Oh, no shadows. Well, that's weird. Oh. There you go. Okay. No shadows. Okay. Good. It's white on white, so it's hard to see anything. Good. There you go. Let's see if we can use this. I guess we can use the first one here. It's white, so I might need to change the color, but you know, that shouldn't be too hard. I actually don't want to do that. I just want to place it right here somewhere. Let me change the color first so I can actually see what I'm looking at, and then we can adjust it. Boom. Pink. That's cool. Okay. We also don't need all of this. We only need 2 points. Good. So, first of all, we need to change the streak width. I want to make it a bit bigger. There you go. And then let's place it. Boom. Okay, that looks kind of cool. We'll see what it looks like in the rendered view in the camera. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can adjust it a bit so it looks better than this. Maybe it looks a bit too scribbly. This, of course, is just the frequency, which this looks just weird. You need to make it simpler, I think. Like this, maybe, and then... What does the line parting do? I don't remember. That's kind of too much. I think like a slight waviness is nice. Kind of like this, right? Noise scale. Do we need noise? No. Actually, do we need noise? Oh, look at this. That's sick. It's kind of... Oh, that's sick. Hold on. It's kind of cool how it's kind of stretching in between the explosions, right? Like this. It's kind of like as if you would have like goo, or like, yeah, goo, or like slime, and then you grab it with 2 hands and you pull it apart. So the big chunks are in your hands, but then the middle bit is kind of stretched like this. That's sick. And that's actually really cool. Okay. I think that was just random that happened. See, if I do this, it actually changes. That's really cool. Okay, I like this. And then if we change the line thickness, you can see it also disappears like this. That's really cool. Aha! Perfect. Okay. Hold on. Let me go in here real quick. I want to test something. Get away from me. What is this? Why do you have to be here? Okay. So I want to test something. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So I have since I stream on Twitch and YouTube, I have a a merge chat that I see. But the problem is if somebody like bots post in either one, I can't really delete them in the original chat. So I would have to have both chats open and then delete them there, so they're not, annoying the chat experience. How do I do this? There you go. Do I really have to /ban? Do I kind of not just click on the name? Okay, I guess so. Blocks. Blocks. See. Oh god, that's so annoying. Why is it so hard to ban someone? Just give me the option when you click on the name. Or maybe there is one, but I just didn't see it. Blender Bob Ross. Okay. So. Good. This actually looks great. Now we just, wait, what happens if I do this? This won't work. I guess this is easier if I just, duplicate this. I thought I could just do this as well. I could, right? Could just do that too. But... Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. I think it's easier if it gives us more control if we just keep them separate. So I'll put that over here. I kind of like pink, but I think it's not going to work as well for Wolverine. Okay. There you go. Bam. Look at this. Okay. I also probably want to join these together again just so that the transparency is gone, but we'll get there later. So let's figure this one out. This one looks a bit different. I want to change it. Do we have a seed? What if we set this to 1? Does that look cool? I feel like 1 would be better. Like this. Have a full transparency instead of actually it being transparent. That might be better. Do I have a seed here? I don't. Oh, that's actually something I'm missing. I'm missing this. I don't know if I like the full opacity or not. I'm not sure. Okay, anyway. It's probably going to look better if we use a different color. What if we use, I don't know, white? Or like a, I don't know, like a nice, no, blue doesn't really work. With like a yellowish tone. Like a red, because he's glowing red. Kind of like this. That also creates a nice contrast to the sky. There you go. And this one can just copy this. Like that, maybe. Welcome, P-Wait. Hope you have a good day. I think orange is better, orange or yellow, since it's you have to keep in mind that this is going to glow in the end, which of course is not visible right now. Let me show you. Maybe I can. We have bloom here, right? Do we have bloom? Did they remove bloom? I guess it's just a composition thing now. So if we add glare here, nothing should change, but it is emission, so let me make some notes for these so I can make them better. Wind streaks, oops. Effect needs an emission strength value. Okay. Let me show you what this looks like if it was actually glowing. I'm actually curious myself. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, right. I don't even know what all of this is. Oh, right. Just the... whatever. Doesn't matter. Once I set it up once, I don't need to care about it later. Where's the emission? Oh, right. I don't use an emission here. Wait, is this the emission? Aha! So now, if we set this to here, render pass, never mind, compositor camera, and we increase the strength, it starts to glow. Woo! Of course, it's quite bright, the scene, so we'll figure that we'll fix that soon. But you can see now it's glowing. But yeah, we'll look at this later. The rest of his lives are out of my time zone. Ooh. What do you mean? I always stream the same at the same time. I guess your day has changed. Mine hasn't changed, or at least my streams haven't changed, so it must be your day. Okay, but I like this effect. I just want to make this one different to this one because they have the same pattern right now. So we should also have a seed right here, which is also... oh, let me add that too. Emission strength value, wind streaks, effect needs a seed value. By the way, the reason why I'm writing all this down is because I want to turn this into a procedural VFX anime pack that you can then get yourself and create these cool things, right? And of course I want to make this as easily usable as possible and as efficient as possible. Okay, so this I would have really make it thinner. Oh no, I like it kind of to be that thick, but I want to change the seed. Where's the seed? Is this the seed? Not really. This the seed? Yeah, for both, of course. I need to change this real quick. I guess I can already add it. Why not? Fix it right now. Boom. Let's change it to seed. There you go. Change it to a float is fine. No, you know what? No, never mind. Free? No. You can already watch my videos for free, and I make sure that, you know, I on purpose don't take any sponsorships so that my videos don't have any annoying ads in them, except for the ones that YouTube ads, I guess. And I try to make money through ad revenue and, you know, paid products like my Elden Ring chess set, for example, rather than, you know. And now to the sponsor of this video. I would like to avoid that and rather give you something for, you know, for a price. Maybe there's going to be a free version with like a, you know, 1 or 2 effects, but you know, the idea is, you know, that it's going to be on Blender Market. Okay, put that in here. This will be called, what's it called? Seed? Yes, Seed. Perfect. I wonder who came up with the name Seed for this. Kind of similar to Minecraft seed world generation. I guess that, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you use a different seed, the plant looks different. So yeah, I don't know. Something like that. Have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine? Not yet. Maybe at some point. Okay, so single value, default 1, min doesn't matter. Let's just go. I like when you can't go in the negative, so I'll just go 0, I guess. No, let's go to 0 here too. Okay. So boom. There you go. Deadpool has crazy curves. Okay. So now, oh, grab the seed, shader. What is this? Why is there a value here? Never mind. Oh, I know why. Change this to seed, and then we can put it in. Nice. Oh, it changed. Did it? Yes, it did. Oh no. What was it before? It was 0 before. How did it change? That would be... Oh, I know why. Because it is 1. Okay, now it's good. Okay, so seed. Let's see what we can find here. What kind of gem can we find? Maybe this one can also be a bit simpler. Let's see. What if we change the... What was it? The parting? No, the waviness frequency. Lower it a bit. That's not the one that I mean. Which one did I change? Oh, the scale, right? Yes. What if we change the scale? But then change the parting? Not the parting? Wait, is that the right one? No. The thickness. Like this? Oh, that's cool. It's kind of the opposite of this. I kind of like it. Let's see a few more maybe. Maybe this too. I don't want to make it too wobbly. Kind of keep it pretty simple. Oh, this is cool. I like this. This is really cool. Actually, I like the other one more. This one? Okay, this one or this one? So this one is the number 1, okay. 1? Okay, 1? Or 2? This is 2? This is 1. 1 or 2? 1, 2. 1, 2. Why did you make it on Unreal for a bit realistic environment and character in MetaHuman using Mega Human Mesh? Because that's a whole lot more effort. The thing you always have to keep in mind is the more detailed you go, the more effort you need to put in to make it look good. So having, for example, like, you know, high realistic characters, and if you have like realistic characters in realistic environments, you would also want to have like at least semi-realistic effects, which means, you know, fiddling around more with making it realistic. Usually creating something realistic is harder too. Okay, so this one, yeah, okay, we'll stick with this one. It just takes more effort, right? And animation already takes long, so I decided to make the style a bit more simple. which I think fits with anime a bit better anyway. And yeah, do something simpler, which, you know, doesn't take as long and also I think fits better. Okay, so here, let's see if we can fix this a bit. I don't know if I like these individual streaks. Can we remove those? Is that the waviness frequency? Yes. What if we make them bigger? Oh, never mind. We'll just keep it there. Okay. I guess that's the line noise. Hold on. It's Voronoi, gradient. How do I create the waves? Here you go, wave texture. Oh, it's a triangle, right? Detail. Never mind. Is it this one? Aha! Ooh! That looks cool too. Maybe not exactly what I wanted, but it's another cool setting that I could maybe add, because it creates a cool effect too. What does the other one look like? Roughness? Where's the roughness setting? There's no roughness setting. Weird. Why this? Okay. Detail scale? Whatever. Maybe I'll add the roughness here too, because it creates a cool effect. But not right now. Let me set it, put it in here. Let me also do this. Let me note down this real quick. Hello? Oh. Fixed in scene. What is it? Scene 10? Okay. Wind streaks. Effect needs roughness slider for first wave node. Okay. So now we have this. And then let's see what it would look like if it was disintegrating. This one. Ooh, I think that's good. I think that can work quite well. Of course, it's not going to fully disintegrate, but just slightly, right? As long as we have the functionality, it should work quite well. So let me save this now. And I think we have everything we... Oh, we need one more, actually, to move out of the frame. So let's do that now. Yes, one more. Oh, I can just use this, I guess. Ta-da! Okay. So, this one needs to be different. Let's change the seed. Maybe this. Oh, this is cool. This could work quite well. Maybe I want to make it a bit longer though. Oh, never mind. That just shows more. Okay. I think that's pretty good. Of course, now it just blends into itself, so it's hard to see it, but we'll get there. Also, I don't want to have this in here because that's just I'll just forget that there's a glow effect in here, and then when I render it, it has a glow which it shouldn't have. Okay. Gonna go work on Blender while I'm watching you do it. Yeah, I usually also either listen to music or have some sort of video in the background when I work, just because it's otherwise I cannot live, okay? I need either music or somebody talking in my ear. Okay. Oh, one more thing that I want to try here. It might be too much, but I'm curious. I just closed the file. I didn't want to do that. I actually want to maybe pull one more effect in there, which is it this one? No. It is this one. Maybe we can use these as like shock waves. Let's see. Depth. Boom. Maybe. I kind of want to try it. Also, we have another one, I think. Hold on. Which one is it? Isn't there another circle? Oh, no, it's this one. This one. I think this one isn't as good for this. Maybe this one can work. It looks a bit weird right now, but with a few adjustments, I think it could look good. There was another one, I think. I want to find it real quick. Oh, here's the crater effect that took me ages to figure out. Actually, not as long as some of the others, but this one here. Where's the... Is there no empty in here? Oh, I guess so. Well, I guess you'll see it later. Let me... Shock ball? Oh, right. Never mind. This doesn't work. Which one did I need? This one. But where's the other one? No, that's smoke. Spark. Nope. Swipe. Nope, that doesn't work. Trash fire. Alright, the fire that looks weird. This one could maybe work, but yeah, I don't know if I want to use this one, because it's kind of a weird one. Okay, I guess it's not in here. There was another one that oh, this one. Like this. This could work. Like, it does this, right? Maybe this could work too. Or this one. No, this one's just it actually isn't even... Oh, right. There you go. This doesn't work. Maybe this one. I don't exactly know. Oh, this one definitely not. Okay, never mind. Let's try this one and then maybe the other one. I want to try this first because I think this could be has the most potential, and then try the other one. How did you learn Blender to this level of skill? Slowly but surely. You learn more and more things. First you're bad, in the beginning you're bad, and then you get better over time. It's all a process. Bam. Okay, so does that help? Like this, maybe. It's kind of a weird one, but why is the orange in front of the other one? Huh? How does that work? What is happening? Hello? Transparency overlap. Ah. Oh. Well, that doesn't work. Nope, it crashed. Welcome, Pyramid. Hope you, never mind, have a good day. How's the process? Going pretty well. We are now in the fun stage of this animation where we actually have some action going on. Not just some boring... Is it this? No. Oh. Where we actually can animate some cool, you know, fight scenes. Rather than just them standing there doing nothing. Now we actually get into the cool stuff, like explosions and, I don't know, like trails and cool camera shots, like this one for example. But I need to figure out why this happens. How is this behind the other one? slab. Okay. Still doesn't work. I don't know why it has loaded down there, but not down here. Ah, there you go. Okay, well that didn't work. What about... That's all... What? Just let me... Oops. This definitely doesn't work. How is that possible? How do I fix it? Maybe with opacity? Nope. Maybe is the setting here? How is that possible? How is it in front? Also, only this one is in front. That's so weird. Wait, is this one set to in front? It's not. Even setting it to in front doesn't help. How is that even possible? I don't have ideas as to what I should make, and so I don't know. Got any ideas? What I work really well off of like inspiration. So what I do to find ideas is, or yeah, what I do, one way to find ideas is to just use Pinterest. You know, the more you look at stuff, the more you don't even have to save pins or whatever. You just have to look through things, right? And at some point, it's going to recommend to you some cool things that you like. And then the more you browse, the more knows what you like and shows you more and more cool things. So you can, for example, create your own Pinterest, like boards here where you save like cool ideas, like creatures, or this one, like characters, for example. And then if you want to find new stuff for this board, for example, you can also say, hey, I want to get more ideas. So it just takes all these images and tries to find new ones in this style, I guess. Yeah, this way you can maybe find some inspiration, some cool things that give you like ideas for characters, for example, or environments, or whatever you like creating. That's what works for me really well. Is this an energy blast energy? Try some smoke rings. Yeah. Oh, give me a sec. Okay. The trick is to learn art and 3D, not Blender. I guess it's, yeah, you learn Blender through doing whatever you want to create in it, rather than trying to learn how to do something in Blender. I'm not impressed with EVNext. That screen space ray tracing is meh. I haven't tried it yet. I'm just using the basic, whatever it is, it's like screen space lighting thing. Try changing the render method to dither. I think I tried that, but oh, you mean here? Hold on. Yeah. Material setting. Yeah, I tried to do that already. That unfortunately doesn't work. It just makes it dithered, gives it noise. Actually, does it? Hold on. Oh, it works. Nice. But I want to make it transparent and then it looks weird. Look at this. What is this? I don't want it to have noise. I want it to be nice and straight. And then it goes back to this. It's all annoying. I guess I can just make it bigger than... No, I can't. Yeah, I can, but that doesn't really fix the issue. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Welcome, Speed Gamer. Tiny noise isn't too bad, but it is, okay? I don't want to have any noise, okay? You wouldn't have noise if you were to paint any of these VFX, so I don't want to have them in here either. Yes. I actually don't know what to do. I also don't know why that happens. See, even if I put it like fully in front, it still happens. Does it? No, it's not. It doesn't. So now it's fixed. Wait. Oh. Hold on a second. I have an idea. Haha, I know what to do. I know what the issue is. It is just flipped. The normals are flipped. So it has to be the other way around. This way. Never mind. That also doesn't work. Well. Okay, well, it was a try. Yeah. Yeah, I need to look into how that works. So here's the thing, okay? I can't stream much longer. Today is gonna be a short stream, okay? Only how long? 2 hours 49 minutes, okay, unfortunately. I know I actually forgot about that my grandparents are coming over. So we're gonna, we're gonna meet with them. Which means that I can't really do more. Of course, I'll work on this more off stream, so you'll see how this turns out in the end. Maybe another scene, which should be fairly simple to create. And then tomorrow we're gonna create this scene right here. Boom. Wolverine trying to slice his head open, right? And then he's blocking it with his katana. That's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Yeah, I forgot that we're gonna, or I just didn't know when they're gonna come over, so my mom just called me and said, hey, we're gonna come over now. So I have to unfortunately end it now. Yeah. If you're working on the Punisher challenge, right? If you're actually participating in that, you can feel free to post your work in progress, or even, what you're working on, like what the final result looks like in the Discord, like in my Discord, right? Link is in the description. There's I made this channel where you can post whatever you're working on, for example. And yeah, I would love to see what you're creating for it. Maybe other people can find some inspiration in that too. Maybe yeah, maybe other people can find some inspiration in that too. Yes. So, I'll get back. I'll be back tomorrow at the same time, 10 p.m. UTC. You can put that in Google to figure out what that is. Yeah, sorry that is such a short stream. I forgot about it. And, you know, I wanted to stream anyway, but I just didn't know how long I could. So now it is the end, unfortunately. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good day. Maybe I'll see you next time, which is tomorrow. Where we're going to create a new scene. You'll see this one finished. Yeah, thank you for watching. Maybe I'll see you next time. See ya.